What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dev. Please ain't. Today, man, we are finally here. I wouldn't say it's the most anticipated album of the year, but I would say it is one of the most surprised albums of the year, which is the Nas and Kanye joint. This is nothing new, man. Like, you know, obviously Kanye and Nas have worked together before on We Major, on, you know, Late Registration, Kanye's best album. But yeah, man, another good Friday here. We got 7 tracks. Honestly, for me, man, I thought that Nas should have just stayed away from music. He's already a legend in the game. I feel like a lot of the legends just come back and they kind of tarnish their careers or tarnish their image by trying to, you know, prove something that doesn't need to be proven. And it kind of just shows, you know, the Eminem project revival, utter trash. But I honestly don't think that Nas can do wrong on a 7-track album. I see that we have features here from The Dream, Puff Daddy, Tony Williams, so it's also a little bit of change up in there as well. So look, man, I'm not gonna do too much talking. I understand that Nas is a legend. I'm not trying to throw no shade. I just want to listen to this before we just gonna listen to this. Like always, been fucking talking too much. Let's get right into this. We got NASIR. Y'all ready? Alright, the first track is Not For Radio. You know Puff had to jump on this shit.
Hey, we ain't posing for no pictures in 2018. Candy shit only. Scared motherfuckers. Black Kemet gods, black Egyptian gods, summoned from a voter card. They all are frauds. Senegal's finest, minerals, diamonds. The earth is cursed, but I survived many climates. Fresh was made, cause we forced the proclamation. Fuck your proclamation. SWAT was created to stop the Panthers. Glocks were created for murder enhancement. For Humbians created crack. The government made stacks. Reagan had ours.
The Colombians created crack and the government made stacks. You know what's really funny about that, man? I just got done watching, you know, I be getting lost in the YouTube vortex, but I just got done watching how cocaine is made from the coca leaf and how they put all the gasoline and shit. I wanted to know, like, how it actually goes from the original process, and that's pretty wild, man, that, you know, people out there that's actually creating the cocaine, the bricks, they only make about $70, something that you can flip for that's worth $50,000 in the US. That's really wild to me, man. Hey,
I think they're scared of us. Yeah, I think they're scared of us. I think they're scared of us.
Scared of us, Nas. You see that bitch in your eyes.
I think the one thing I'm worried about on this album, you know, that's the only thing I can see is negative. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for a political album yet. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for that right now, you know? A lot of people are, you know, just because an album is political, or just because an album is woke, a lot of people want to just give it, you know, automatic just A+. Especially for the times we're in. I feel like, you know, if you make a political album in these days, you know, you're kind of just taking advantage of this, you know, the situation that we're in, and a lot of people just kind of, like, you know, praise it more than it needs to be praised. That first track though was, I definitely love that first track, man. You can hear the Kanye influences on there. I didn't like Puff Daddy going on there, just, you know, Puff always just doing what Puff do. He just be coming on there screaming and, you know, he saying some reckless shit. I just feel like it's unnecessary from Puff. I do say that Kanye has put in this 070 Shake Girl on. I thought that was a dude. I apologize, 070 Shake. I apologize, but I found out that you a girl, and I feel like Kanye putting you on. Apparently you had a fan base before, but with you being on all 3 albums now, like, you gonna blow up, girl. Like, it is what it is. Mr. West is in the building. Definitely love what Nas was doing there. The thing about Nas is, for me, it's the same situation that goes for, like, K-Dot. You know what I'm saying? I feel like on a lyrical level, a lot of people are probably gonna argue me right now, like, I'm gonna extra video right now. But for me, I felt like Nas was always a prolific storyteller. That's what I felt like for Nas. When it came to lyricism, I just, like actual lyricism, like compared to an Andre 3000 or an Eminem, I just felt like Nas wasn't there. I felt like Nas just was a prolific storyteller, and, you know, the way he created pictures with his words is what brought me into him. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people want to argue with that with me. We can get in the comment section, we can argue about that, but that's just how I felt about Nas growing up. Track 2, Cop Shot the Kid.
Why'd you kids stop having so much fun? Move along.
Oh, they'd arrest me, you know, especially at night.
Cop shot the kid, and the cop shot the kid, and the cop shot the cop shot the kid, and the cop shot the kid, and the
That's Slick Rick. Okay, I'm going.
shot the cop shot the kid, and the cop shot the kid, and the
Same old same. Pour out a little liquor, champagne for pain. Slap boxing in the street. Crack the hydrant in the heat. Cop cars on the creek doing.
Stay tuned up and down your timeline. Hey. If 911 doing a drive-by, it's certain things I can't abide by. I ain't being ashamed, this is my side. Talking big shit, ready to die. He wasn't that guy. Had a little hit, he wasn't that high.
You know what? I am genuinely happy right now. And just because, look, the thing I was scared of too, like I'm saying, it was going to be too political, but the one thing also I was scared of was because Nas just gets really repetitive. You know, you have to have a certain mindset, you know, when you listening to his album. Because he's gonna, like, he has this, the way he raps, he has the same flow. There's nothing, you know, he's a rapper. It is what it is. He's an old school boom bap rapper. And that's cool sometimes, but sometimes you want a little flavor in there. You know, I like how Kanye put that in there. You know, he had that slick Rick beat going on, and it kind of gave you that oomph. It gave you that little jump where you can actually just like move your head and bob your head to it while listening to what they rapping. Bro, I hope Kanye is on every track. Real shit. I hope Kanye is on every track because I know a lot of people. I know a lot of reviewers. I watch a lot of reviewers. I know a lot of people in real life who kind of just said, you know what, we Xing Kanye. You know, we not going to listen to Kanye. Oh, yeah, but we going to listen to Nas. we going to see what this man Nas. Oh, and back to the whole, oh, beats don't mean nothing. Beats don't mean nothing. You know, Nas is going to make the songs. I'm going to let you know right now, Mr. Guy on Twitter, who I don't know your name. The first two tracks, the beats have been the highlight of the songs. Just being real with you. You know, having Slick Rick going in the background and basically both of them having their own verse, you know, hitting a... You know, they killing it. That's exactly what I'm saying though. But I don't want to hear people saying that, oh, Nas did good, but Kanye didn't do good. But then, like, so what? You gonna just listen to Nas' part and then skip the song? Cause I literally hope he's on every song. I hope he's right slap dab in the goddamn middle. So your ass gotta skip in between the songs so it's inconvenient as fuck for your ass, motherfucker. Alright, man, the next track we got is White Label. I don't know about no White Label. That might be some rich nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
Said that thing for your ass, you know?
That time.
Vet styling and neck gala, tuna salad from La Scala, black sweat, swallow a lot of reefer. Got it hard, the 52 bar versus the beat is moving me. Stumbled through customs, copping Cubans at the duty free. Laying on the most expensive bagger. I ain't gonna hold you. Old head gave me old news. I don't owe you. Should've heard when I.
You know what's crazy? When I'm listening to this track so far, like I kind of hear Cameron. You know, like, it's like, damn, Cameron, this is where you got it from? This is where your influence came from? Like, I literally hear, like, I feel like Cameron rapping over this beat right now.
What you love can kill you like a heart physician who dies from a heart attack. I know the drinking like Dean Martin is nothing to me. The spirits is something I can't part in. It's fun to be me. So cheers, here's to the Kanye production this eve. War the roses.
Well, that confirms it. He shouted out the Kanye production here, you know. It's Nas from Nas' own mouth. You know, from a first listen, I wasn't really feeling that track. I don't know what it was. Like I said, I did a glimpse of Cameron, and obviously saying that Cameron basically is influenced by Nas, but it's just really wild. Like I always say, like sometimes, you know, when a track has to consist of a good beat, good story, good lyrics, you know, good hook, something catchy about the song, it has to stand out. And I felt like that track was just a little bit all over the place for me, you know, like I felt like the beat didn't fit Nas. I also felt like Nas was, you know, he was saying some real shit, but you know, his flow wasn't really grabbing me at that point. You know, it's really just like, okay, like at this point he's kind of just talking and not really rapping. And I know a lot of y'all gonna come in my head right now. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying I didn't like that third track. The first two tracks were straight. You know, I fucked with the first two tracks, but the third track was, eh. All right, track 4 is Bonjour, featuring Tony Williams.
I should be more mature, sure, I'm spoiled. Hit up the south of France after tour. Bonjour, how many girls pre-bake? Right before the whip matted. One her ass the fattest, beat it, Thriller jacket, a street metal.
He said beat it, Thriller jacket.
Plenty of kisses, plenty
And this is what I'm talking. This fit Nas right here. You know what I'm saying?
Really polenta, It comes chef recommended. Come through the side entrance. I arrive, bitches. Crackheads still. Let's say les bon tour roulette. Say ah so the kids can play.
This shit wavy.
She be leaving, still I smell her. I do powerful. She can't run cause I got Cinderella's right shoe.
That's the thing, man. Like, Nas is forever gonna have the same flow, the same sound, but it just is timeless. The way he raps, you know, just his storytelling, man. Like, the man is always gonna be timeless. He's always gonna be a legend. And that track right there, like I said, that track right there definitely fit him. You see when it kind of slowed down and it catered to Nas's flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just dun dun dun. You know, you get enticed in the song. You just like, okay, all right, I feel you, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel what you saying, my guy. You know. So far, man, that's my favorite track on here, man. Like, I love when he raps like that, man. I hope the next two tracks with The Dream. I've been jamming The Dream. I just posted The Dream on my Instagram story 2 weeks ago. Shout out Kelly 12 Play. But yeah, man, I hope these next two tracks is just kind of just chill as well, because I feel like that just fits Nas' style. Like, that wasn't also political. You know, I kind of shied away from the first three tracks with the first It kind of shied away from the first three tracks, and I hope that the next two are just kind of like, not saying sappy or lovey, but just a different side of Nas. You know, it has been years since we got an album from this man, so I just want something different. So, look, we're just gonna take a listen to the next track. Track 5 is Everything, featuring The Dream.
See, cause you've never been the same as anyone else.
Don't think the same as everyone else. You're and you're
Hey, Kanye's back again, bitches.
is everyone else. I had everything. Everything. I could change anything.
Never conclude with anyone else.
Don't think the same as everyone else.
We use it to build huts, irrefutable facts, merciful, beautiful, black, beloved brother. You fail to embarrass them, harassing them. To my life, your life pales in comparison. So control to me, presidents that respect me. If Starbucks is bought by Nestle, please don't arrest me. I need to use your restroom and I ain't buy no espresso soon enough. This in prison.
Everything. Everything. I could change anything.
Making it look like I ain't had no money. Yellow taxi seats over Maybach seats. Just to remind me, just to inspire me. To stay focused, is to lay claim to Pan-African made it happen.
See, cause you
The same as everyone else.
Alright, man, that's definitely the best track on the album. There's only one thing I can critique on that track, though, man. I didn't like, not saying like right now, obviously on first listen, but I'm saying I didn't like how the intro went on for so long. It went on for like 2 minutes and 25 seconds, I think it was there. And as much as I love Kanye Autotune and The Dream, you know, The Dream is one of my favorite R&B artists out there. I felt like they could have cut that a little short, you know, probably a minute short, and then let Nas do his thing. I like how Nas was just kind of like flowing on there. It wasn't really even a verse. He was just basically on there, and he was just continuously rapping. And a lot of those topics he was speaking on, or a lot of those subjects he was speaking on, you know, it's definitely gonna hit people home. You know, the times that we're going through right now, like I said, anytime someone speaks about political shit, it's just gonna be blown up. Example, This Is America. Y'all can see how that track went. You know, I felt like Nas has always been woke and has always had a grasp on his surroundings. You know, not getting caught up in the rapper lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's always been that kind of rapper, you know, who's basically speaking for the streets, speaking for the real, just letting you know, this is real life out here. You know, I've never seen Nas as the bling bling rapper, or, you know, had to have the gold teeth or all this, you know, wearing that persona. You know, Nas has always carried himself with class. And I think that's why, you know, he's a legend and a lot of people respect him. You know, another thing, a line he said in there as well, he was like, I never thought that I would be respected by presidents. You know, like, when presidents know who you are, like, presidents know, like, oh, that's Nas. You know, we know who Nas is. You know, we can always say that. We can say that Nas is an icon in black culture. Like, it is what it is. Or hip-hop or rap culture. Y'all didn't know, too, man, the reason, too, like, I love that they had The Dream on there. It kind of shifted the song as well. Not just having the same old boom pap, but just giving it a little bit of motion, giving it a little bit bit of feel. Even Kanye's auto-tune helped with that. If y'all didn't know, man, The Dream writes a lot of R&B tracks for a lot of people. The Dream wrote a lot. Like, I know The Dream kind of stopped. I think the last like good Dream album was Love King. I believe it came out in 2010, 11, or he might have come out with that one song with the wedding song that came out in like 2013. I don't know, man. After Love King, it just kind of gave me a blur. But The Dream was still in music, you know, writing a lot of these R&B tracks. A lot of your favorite R&B tracks, probably like by Rihanna and Chris Brown and Neo and all them. The Dream probably wrote that shit. We got track 6, Adam and Eve. Another Dream feature.
Oh my God, they speak venomous on the boy. Oh my Lord, my enemy is fear and I'm sure. Oh my God, they want the end of me cause I'm pure. Oh my Lord, discipline for the win. I know this is soldiers on a grizzle. My granddaddy Mac Little married Daddy Little. They passed down wisdom, blessings were given. Pray my sins don't get passed to my children. I made a pound, savage narrative. Every verse that I write, burst light, brings awareness to my personal life. After girl every night, 2 girls was every other night. Sexual addiction, gangster tradition. They wanna fuck me, have me under their belt, slightly offended. Yeah, that's how I felt, that's how it ended. Peace was in my favor. Before I sat to eat at the table, it had leeches and traitors. Cut the fat from the meat, extract the weak. Bon appetit, no bacon. Brothers is swine. It's so hard to trust him cause my hustle is
Bon appetit, no bacon. My brothers is swine, pig. Alright.
something you stay frontin', but these clowns got false crowns, fictitional kings. You broke my heart, Fredo. You bring this thing of ours down to a fable. Be advised, my guys dying, enterprising at a boss's table.
Am I tripping or not? Because it said feature in The Dream, and I'm pretty sure I did not hear The Dream at all, unless The Dream was playing the piano in the background. I didn't hear The Dream. Maybe I need to listen to it again, but I felt like that's a track that should have been in the 90s, to be honest. I felt like that's a track that could have been on Illmatic, to be honest with you. Like, it's Nas's sound. You know, it's what he's gonna prosper at. You know, it's Nas's sound. So like we understand, you know, he's gonna do great on those old school sounding boom pat beats. You know, I'm not surprised by that. I do wish that it sounded a little bit more, you know, innovative. You know, 2018 mixed with 90s. You know, like that's not. I don't think that's too bad to ask for. But Nas is, you know, he's gonna say what he's gonna say, and he's gonna be respected worldwide. It's, Track 7, Simple Things.
But see where I'm going, I get the fly. Never sold a record for the beat, it's my verses they purchase. Without production, I'm worthless, but I'm more than the surface. Want me to sound?
Without production, I'm worthless. Hey, listen to it again, man. Listen to it again.
And in longevity's eyes, I play with infinity's mind. Forever's my God, my pet.
Damn, he's basically talking about his flow, how it's just timeless. You know what I'm saying?
Never sold a record for the beat, it's my verses they purchase. Without production, I'm worthless, but I'm more than the surface.
So basically, people bought his music for his verses because without production, he'd be worthless. And I mean, I kind of argue with my friends the same thing, man. Like, you know, if you think about it, I know a thing or two that, you know, a lot of people complain about, you know, I guess, you know, not saying the millennials because I am a millennial, but, you know, a lot of people kind of complain back in the day saying that his production was just lacking. And, you know, the way he raps, he doesn't really rap. He kind of just tells his story. He's like a poet, you know, speaking rather than rapping, which is a big difference. If you know, it's a talent to rap. Anybody can speak. Anybody can preach. Shit, I can preach. I can't rap though, but I can preach to the fucking end of the day. But his words are much more than surface level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand where he's coming from, and that's why he's been respected for so long, or forever at that.
Want me to sound like every song on the top 40? I'm not for you, you not for me. You bore me. I drop lines, prestigious schools read to their students. Look at my album, Black, somebody agrees with the music.
And that's exactly, man, that is exactly what I said too. Like, not everyone's gonna like you as an artist, but obviously if he's selling records, then people are respecting his music. People are, you know, loving what he puts out. And just because he's not on the top 40 doesn't mean he doesn't make great music either. That's another thing too. Just because you're not in the top 100, because you're not doing it do not matter. It do not matter. You know, just because you're not doing that doesn't mean you don't create great music. And you know, Nas is evidence of that. Throughout the years, he can still sell music and kind of, I guess, not sell yourself.
Some beauties make you wanna shoot me. Hate to brag, my worst batch kills off your best cutie. Facts is deep. We break up, they hook up with athletes, get married, cause we wasn't that match, my G. Don't it? Simple things in life, simple things in life. It's the simple things in life, simple things in life. Simple things in life, simple things in life. My gangsters, we discussing buying acres, other safe bets, nothing regular or basic. Riding back to back.
I like that track too because it slowed down a little bit, and one line that actually got to me, I've said it in every video. I don't need Nas to tell me that you know, it's about the simple things in life. It's about, you know, J. Cole preaches all the time as well, you know, finding your purpose, man. A lot of people think that the end goal is to get money, and then, you know, you have a beautiful wife, and then you get a white picket fence, and then you think that's just gonna be the key to happiness. Or, you know, just going to college and then having your full-time job, and then like you just think that, oh, you completed life. I know some of the wealthiest people, man. They live in Miami and they are just unhappy. You know, they ended up killing themselves. God forbid that. Hopefully, you know, I'm not gonna say his name, but hopefully he gets it together. But you know, people just kind of just don't find their purpose. You know, you have all this money and you just end up lonely. The more money you get, the less value it has. I always preach that, man, because you don't need a lot of money to be happy in this world or to actually live. You really don't need that much money. I mean, obviously you still need money, but you don't need a lot of it. And people get wrapped up in this mindset, especially the social media era that we have, man. Everybody just wrapped in this mindset of attention, this clout word, as the younger people will call it. You know, they just get caught up in the clout, and that's what it's all about. You know, people just lose themselves. Like, if they're not accepted by, you know, 2,000 random followers, then, you know, they feel like their life is over. They're not getting 200 likes on a picture, then it's like, ugh, they're not getting this many retweets. Nah, like, I gotta do this, and this just to show face to society. Like, no one is actually living for themselves anymore. People are just living for other people. Like, that's what I feel like. People are just living for other people. You know, at the end of the day, like, for me, I support y'all and I love y'all for supporting me. But if someone says you need to do that fucking album, and I'd be like, I don't need to do fucking shit. Like, I'm gonna go drink this Hennessy and I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do this album when I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like Nas has walked that line. Yeah, of course, he's had his younger days where he had the money and he spent it on models. He explained it in the track previous before, saying that, you know, he bought the models and spent 50 at the Bellagio, and it was like, you know, he had fun. But he also stayed in tune with himself. He never sold himself out. You know, the respect and his character was always number one to him. It was always important to him, and that's kind of what carried him into what he is now. You know, first of all, you know, the fountain of youth as well. The man Nas is not getting old. I don't know, he on that Pharrell plan. I don't know what they doing out there, but you know, they out there, you know, fucking with Ponce de Leon ass. I don't know what they doing, but they still looking like they was 20 years ago. And like I said, Nas's music is gonna be timeless. He's always gonna be respected. People are always gonna be ready for his album. Now that I gave a lot of praise, I do have a couple things to say about this, man. A lot of people, I was reading reviews and they were saying that this album, you know, out of the 4 that came out was, you know, better than Daytona and Kids See Ghosts by tenfold. And I don't really agree with that. I think that this was a great album. Yes, for sure. It is a breath of fresh air to get some old school rap back, you know, to get that nostalgia back, just to get some actual hip hop back. You know what I'm saying? Like boom bap hip hop back. I'm definitely appreciative of it, because I have been getting tired of the ooh ah ooh ee ah ooh, and y'all know exactly who I'm talking about, bro. Like, y'all can say whatever y'all want, that shit is not a vibe. It's not a vibe. Like, I'd rather listen to Future La-Di Da-Di Da than before I bump plug it up, walk it up, plug it up, walk it up, you know, before that. Anyways, I did feel like Nas just, you know, got a little repetitive throughout the album. A lot of y'all gonna scold me for that, but you know, I'm not scared to say my opinion right now, even though I could just feel the comments coming. I felt like you know, it's been since 1990. You know, it's been since the 90s, man. And if there's one thing you have to do in life, you know, you have to evolve. And that's where I kind of see where Kids See Ghosts separates NASIR. You know, Kanye, you know, they were rapping in that album, even with Daytona. They're rapping in that album, but you have to switch it up at some point. I'm sorry, like, it's 2018. If you're not singing and you're not rapping and you're not doing 5 other different things in your track, then you're gonna be looked upon. You won't make it in today's rap scene and today's music, because everybody is doing the same thing. So for Nas, when he was kind of rapping on here, I'm like, yeah, okay, I miss this. This is vintage Nas right here, but can we get something different? You know, I'm waiting for you something different. Like you're rapping the same over every beat. The beats were the highlight of the album, to be honest with you. Now, let's not take away from Nas, man, because we did get tracks like, hold on, let me go back, just stop it right there before y'all, you know, before you cringe. We did get Everything, which I do believe is a top 10 track of the year. The Dream and Kanye's intro was just a little too long, but everything Nas was saying was real shit. What was the other? Bonjour was another track that I was definitely feeling. And also Simple Things, where I feel like that was kind of just a chill track, you know, where it was just kind of Nas. You know, like I said, Nas for me has never been a superior lyricist. He's literally just been a top 5 storyteller for me. When I think of lyricists, I think of Andre 3000. I think of, you know, Eminem. You know, I think of Lupe Fiasco's. You know, I think of like Ab Souls. You know, I think of those are lyricists to me. No disrespect on that. We're talking about legends here. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about legends. We're not just talking about some bum-ass rapper on SoundCloud. We're talking about Andre 3000, you know, Eminem. These are rappers with different flows, you know, different personalities, you know, different, just the way they rap. They switch it up at any time. And I felt like for me, Nas just always had this one lane. But that lane, he's at the top of it. You know, he's mastered that shit. And he even said it himself in one of the tracks where he said, yeah, you know, without production, you know, I'll be worthless. But, you know, people buy my music for a reason. Obviously, you can see my music is selling, and people buy my music because it's more than surface level. It's deeper than rap. And just the album is good. The album is good from start to finish. There's only one track on here that I didn't really like, and I believe that was White Label. Other than that, though, man, it was cool, man. Like, it was definitely, like I said, it was a breath of fresh air. But for me, I still think the order goes for me: Daytona, Kids See Ghosts tied, Kids See Ghosts with a slight edge, then Daytona, then this NASIR album. You know, I believe that I would probably listen to Everything again. And then after that, it would just kind of like, not say brushed under, but I would just be like, all right, you know, people are trying to call this a classic, and that's another thing too. Like, I hate when legends come out with music, because I don't want to disrespect a legend, man. That's just something you don't do. That's like taboo. But I'm also gonna be realistic. Just because Nas is on here, I'm not gonna give him plus 25 points. You know, I'm gonna give it into the same listen now if I was listening to a SoundCloud rapper. And you know, from start to finish, there was nothing innovative about the album. Like, there was just nothing. It was just plain, you know, boom bap beats. Other than the Slick Rick was cool. And I'm just speaking on 2018. I'm talking about a project as a whole, as everything. You have to have more than one characteristic to prosper in today's music. I'm gonna keep it like that. Let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments below. I'm on social media. Let me know what y'all want to hear. Please just don't get mad at me. It's my opinion at the end of the day. Just give me your opinion. Let me know why you love it, why you hate it. And we're gonna keep it like that, man. Till the next time, it's been your boy Dev. We out.